Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Coronavirus crisis. National virus death toll approaches 7,000. NSW and Victoria have recorded more than 18,000 new COVID-19 cases along with 10 deaths, as the national toll since the start of the pandemic approaches 7,000 fatalities. Some 6980 Australian lives have been lost to coronavirus, with data still to be reported in most states and territories on Sunday. Almost 42,000 new cases and 44 deaths were reported across the country on Saturday. There are still more than 370,000 active cases of COVID-19 nationwide, with more than 3,000 patients in hospital care and about 130 of them in ICUs. Meanwhile, 7-day isolation for close contacts is no longer mandatory in NSW and Victoria, while Queensland is moving to scrap quarantine for unvaccinated international arrivals by Thursday. In the ACT, household contact quarantine rules will be ditched after Anzac Day. South Australia will drop the requirement for close contact isolation from April 30, but 5 rapid antigen tests over 7 days will apply. Masks will also be required outside the home. High-risk settings like aged care centres will be off-limits and employers and schools will need proof of status. Vaccination status and check-in requirements for social and sporting venues are being wound back in Victoria, although mandates for workers in multiple industries have been retained. NSW is shifting to a risk assessment model, with household contacts of positive cases no longer needing to isolate for 7 days, so long as they continue to test negative. They should still work from home where possible and avoid high-risk settings. The Australian Health Protection Principal Committee says it would be appropriate to drop some stricter restrictions once the current wave of infections has peaked. However, authorities also warn infection rates may spike as restrictions ease. Omicron cases are plateauing in NSW, with a steady decline in infections among the young. The state's health surveillance report for the week ending April 16 also shows unvaccinated people are still overrepresented in hospital admissions. Federal Opposition Leader Anthony Albanese remains in isolation after testing positive, while WA Premier Mark McGowan contracted the virus after one of his children fell ill with COVID-19. After a worrying 4 days in hospital, the child is now recovering at home.